I'm Bruce Marshall, and this is the Brampton Now Update for the week ending the Halloween weekend 2020. This is a succinct, once-a-week hotshot of everything important that's happened in Brampton the previous week and what's coming up. Brampton, unbought and unbiased. Coming up, Dr. Lawrence Lowe used those words this week. Second wave. And if we're having subsequent waves, more hospital capacity might be good. News on that coming up. Will taxes go up at the region in 2021? If we don't do something about it, they may. And spooky stories for Halloween. Details on that and more coming up on this Brampton Now Update. The top stories this week in Brampton. Medical Officer of Health Dr. Lawrence Lowe was clear at the Brampton Weekly Press Conference.
This past weekend, we saw a rapid case rise of infections arising from the broader community, likely driven by gatherings that occurred around Thanksgiving. This data is now consistent with the arrival of the second wave of COVID-19 in Peel.
Dr. Lowe went on with clear advice.
And I must be absolutely clear. We need to stop seeing each other in person. Social gatherings, firstly, remain a huge driver of transmission. I urge you to restrict close contact with only your immediate household and essential supports, such as a daily caregiver or childcare provider. For everyone else beyond that, as hard as it is, assume that they may be harboring the virus. Everyone, no matter how long you've known them or how well you know them.
And so that lets us know clearly where we are with Halloween this year.
So I'm calling on every resident in Peel to do your part, especially this weekend. We do not need to see a Halloween surge layered on top of the Thanksgiving surge that we've just seen.
In a moment, a major announcement on at least the start of badly needed hospital funding in Brampton. The head of William Osler Health System, including Brampton Civic Hospital, coming up on the Brampton Now Update. This is the Brampton Now Update. I'm Bruce Marshall. Dr. 𝗕𝗿𝗺𝗺𝗻, head of William Osler Health System, which runs Brampton Civic Hospital, was at the city's press conference talking about the expanded bed capacity announced this week by the province.
With one of the busiest emergency departments in Canada, this investment is critical as we continue to serve Brampton's growing community and provide care to more COVID-19 patients as we enter the cold and flu season. At this time, there are 27 patients that have COVID-19 at Brampton Civic, and 6 of those are in the ICU. These new beds will help us address capacity pressures, prevent hallway medicine, and support our healthcare teams to deliver the high quality and compassionate care as we anticipate higher than normal patient needs this winter.
Premier Ford also made clear while in Brampton his support for another hospital site for Brampton. Testing is a big key to knowing what's going on, and the William Osler Health System leads the province. Mayor Brown on that.
I just want to say again and underline what Dr. Mohammed said, over 230,000 tests, extraordinary. The top testing hospital system in the province. That's not something to be taken lightly. It shows how the importance that we put on testing in Peel region, and Osler Health has gone above and beyond in helping make sure we know where the virus is.
Dr. Mohammed and Mayor Brown connected for another mission this week. They both got the flu shot. The flu shot is available from any pharmacy. Information is on the region's website at peelregion.ca/flu. In a moment, Peel Region's Chief of Finance rings some alarm bells about taxes for next year. Coming up on the Brampton Now Update. I'm Bruce Marshall. This is the Brampton Now Update. Peel Region's Chief of Finance let Regional Council know of the potential of a 3.7% increase in regional taxes for 2021. Now, don't get upset just yet. This is mostly to continue to fund programs at current rates and to fund programs that are currently being paid for by other levels of government. There also may be a 7.4% increase in utilities. Now, it must be said that this is the early going. This is just a warning to Council, and the budget will be much further developed before we know what any tax increases may be. However, good news over at the City of Brampton side, where taxes are actually collected. The city has extended their holiday of penalties and interest on outstanding taxes since the pandemic hit until December 31st. Just when everyone thought the last had been plucked from the garden, Brampton Councillor Doug Willans posts this pic of produce from the garden headed for our food banks from generous donors Dennis and Shauna Gibson, among the thousands of Brampton gardeners who came to the aid of food banks this summer. In a moment, what's ahead in Brampton this weekend and the coming week? Plus, ahead, my Marshall rant on the Brampton Now Update.
This is your invitation to go beyond sightseeing, to engage in our traditions. Come experience something new, yet centuries old, and give in to your sense of adventure. Experience our country's history and heritage. Discover your authentic Indigenous experience at IndigenousTourism.ca.
You're watching Brampton Now Update. I'm Bruce Marshall. This weekend and ahead in Brampton, keep in mind that Brampton Farmers Market is now closed until next year. Flu shots are now available at most pharmacies. The downtown Brampton BIA hosts a Taste of Brampton, showcasing all that's good to eat in downtown Brampton. This is the last weekend. Go to tasteofbrampton.ca. Boys and Girls Club of Peel has started soliciting donations for the Christmas Hamper program. You can go to bgcpeel.org for info on how you can help out. Doors Open Brampton has gone digital. Explore more than 20 unique places in Brampton from the comfort of your own home for digital Doors Open until October 31st. Go to brampton.ca/doorsopen. The Journey Neighborhood Center, with 2 Brampton program locations, opened a thrift store in downtown Brampton. Journey Thrift is on Nelson Street near the YMCA. Brampton Music Theatre continues a fundraising contest called Catch the Ace. It's at bmtcatchtheace.ca. BMT also continues online training programs and concerts on their website at bramptonmusictheatre.com or like them on Facebook. Coming up, the Marshall Rant. Halloween. It's going to be different this year. I've got some ideas for activities. Next on the Brampton Now Update. I'm Bruce Marshall, and this is the Marshall Rant. So we've got a Halloween of a different kind this year. Lots of people are working to make sure this one is still meaningful for the kids. Still, lots of make-believe. The City of Brampton has a range of activities on their website, 𝗕𝗿𝗺𝗺𝗺ca. Not to be outdone is the Boys and Girls Club of Peel. They're at bgcpeel.org. They also have a range of activities for kids, and I had the pleasure of narrating 3 spooky stories for them. Here's a sample.
Just about the first thing anyone new to the neighborhood learned was to avoid Bud Fillmore. Cantankerous, territorial, and fueled by what seemed to be a deep-seated hatred for just about everything, he was the kind of man childhood nightmares were made of.
Pretty scary, huh? Well, no scarier than coming to my house during the regular Halloween. I should probably save that for the special day, shouldn't I? What do you think? Leave your comments below or get back to me. I'm Bruce Marshall, and that's it for this week. Please subscribe to the Brampton Now Update channel on YouTube or follow #MarshallMinute on Facebook for lots of Brampton need to know that you won't find anywhere else. Your comments and suggestions are always welcome. And if you've got a Brampton story to tell, get in touch with me through this channel you're watching on right now. Stay strong, Brampton. Brampton strong. We're all in this together. I'm Bruce Marshall. Thanks for watching Brampton Now Update.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.